Hello, I'm so glad you're here. Today is March 31st, 2024, and it is Easter. And I'm glad that you decided to tune into this video and watch Kit's Kitchen Tour. Before we go through the room, I just want to point out that the sink you're looking at all the way to the left, the refrigerator, or I should say the box refrigerator behind the table, and the stove next to it, all came from the Queen's Treasures. I included a link to the website in the description below if you're interested in checking things out. I took a quick peek at the website and I noticed that all three of these items are currently on sale. And it's worth mentioning that each piece is wood, so they're very well made. The wood table and chairs in the middle of the room is from Molly's collection, and it has a drop leaf on both sides of the table, so it expands into a much larger table, and it is a really nice set. Now let's go to eBay and see some recently sold sets. Look at this price. I don't know, $179.99. Maybe they accepted $140, $150. In any event, it's still a lot of money. The set that was sold on March 6, 2024 was an absolute bargain, so I'm happy for whoever was able to snatch this baby up. Look at that price, $24.99 with only one bid. Now granted, shipping is $30.70, so for a grand total of, let's round it up to $66, that's not bad at all. You may be wondering where I purchased my table and chair set and how much I paid for it. Well, I bought it from the store I've talked about before in other videos called Girl Again. It's an American Girl consignment shop that's local to me, and I spent $40 on that set. So moving over to the sink, the chocolate bunnies and the chocolate and the mold is from Kit's Candy Making Set. The little cats here on the side, the little hooks I have, I picked up at Daiso, which is another store I've talked about. I'll leave a link below to a video I made. The garbage can is from Daiso. I think this candy set, or Kit's Candy Making Set I should say, is probably one of the best purchases I've made as part of her collection. It's so cute, very detailed. Look at the cute little box, and these candy pieces come out. This darling cutting board was a gift from someone, actually the person who made my modern kitchen. Here's the bunny mold. The chocolate bunny fits perfectly in the mold. I think it's just such a nice set. I can't say that enough. Look at these darling bunnies. Now let's look in the sink. We have a couple of Our Generation bowls, and the clear flower mat is a piece I cut off one you would put in your actual kitchen sink that I purchased at the Dollar Tree. The dish soap is Our Generation. I just put a label on it and I cut a piece of a sponge off that I have around the house. Now let's move to the items above the sink. This bowl I purchased at a thrift shop. I just loved it. The cookie cutters are from the Queen's Treasures. Now moving on to the utensils. Many of the utensils are metal and they were bought as part of a keychain set on Amazon. And look at this. Pretty much $12 and you get 5 pieces, and they're all the perfect size for your dolls. This little scooper was attached to a jar of bath salts, so of course I just took that right off the bath salts and snatched it up for my doll collection. So we have the little baster that has the brown handle. That's Our Generation. The tea infuser I purchased from Little Obsessed. Here it is for $3.99. I included a link to this item down below in case you're interested in checking it out. The little mashing tool there, I'm not too sure where I got that, so I can't tell you. The grater I picked up locally. The colander is from Kit's Produce and Preserve set. This little hand strainer and wooden spoon I picked up at a local thrift store. The last item is a whisk, and I honestly don't remember where it came from. Now let's head over to this section here. We have a little ceramic bunny and a little ceramic bunny dish, and I made some foiled eggs to put in it. And the basket here with the tool in it goes to Kit's chocolate making set. The rolling pin is from Kit's holiday baking set. The little chick decoration hanging down from above the rolling pin I made. Now heading over to the right, in the back we have Molly's radio. In the front of the radio we have Kit's chocolate cake, and that comes from her party treat set, and it's on a ceramic plate with a metal server. The bunny ears and nose cake I made. I also made the tricolor cake with the 2 cake slices down below. And the other Easter egg coloring items here came from an American Girl set. I can't remember what the name of it is, but the metal egg dipper there, I actually made that. To go with an Easter egg coloring set, I made one for myself, and then I liked it so much I thought other people might like it, so I made a few extra and put them up for sale in my Etsy shop. Now let's check out the items we have on top of the stove. We have some handmade tea, coffee, and spaghetti in the back. And then coming to the front row, we have vintage miniature salt and pepper shakers, oil and vinegar from an Our Generation set. And then we have the biscuits, which is actually a piece of wood with a wrapper around it. The last thing on the shelf is the campfire marshmallows. On the stove we have Kit's double boiler, and we also have a cast iron pan, which is a Christmas ornament. Now let's look at the items on the top of the oven area. We have the baking powder that comes with one of Kit's sets. The eggs come with the same Easter set I mentioned before by American Girl. Let's move the eggs out of the way. And behind the eggs we have a few things here. We have some tart pans, measuring cups, and cookie cutouts that go with one of Kit's sets. I think it's the holiday baking. The flour, which is Our Generation. And then the other boxed items are from Claudie's set and also Kit's holiday cookie set. Now let's head over to this side of the room. We have a few things going on. This little shelf that I found in a thrift store. I put 3 of Kit's treat baskets on there. The little brass teapot I found in Target's Bullseye section, and then the little bunnies I picked up at Hobby Lobby. Let's take a look at everything on top of this cabinet. Here are some jelly beans that I made. I wanted to do a DIY on this before Easter, but I couldn't squeeze it into my schedule. I'll have to put one of those tutorials together for next year. Now we have these cute little cakes I bought from Dolly's Dining Room. Look at this cute little hen decoration. It's actually a Christmas tree ornament that I picked up at Tractor Supply. Now let's take a look at this cute little Italian Easter bread that I purchased from the Etsy shop called Crafty Girls of Avon. The last item on top of the cabinet is this American Girl egg decorating set, and I showed you some of these pieces earlier in the video. Let's look at the pie cabinet. I picked up this cabinet at a thrift store for a few dollars. I removed the shell that was glued to the front of it. Then I removed the piece of wood to expose the inside of the cabinet. I picked up this chicken wire at one of the local craft stores, and then I trimmed it up to fit inside that spot that I took the piece of wood out. And once I had the right size, I just used my glue gun and I glued it inside, and now I have a pie cabinet. There it is. What do you think of that little DIY? And here's the final product. Now I'm going to show you everything that's on the table, and these items are from Kit's glassware and linen set and her party treat set. hope you enjoyed this video and give it a thumbs up. If you're subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I am at over 850 subscribers at this point because of you, and I appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed, I sure hope this video convinced you to subscribe and to also check out some of my other content. Here are some recommendations of videos to watch, and I included a link to all 3 of them below. I post at least 1 video a week, sometimes more, so hopefully you join the bandwagon, come back again, and until next time, take care of yourself, and remember, AGTV for life.